It's astounding. Time is fleeting.
As I said in my previous episode, the Rocky Horror Picture Show has been playing in theaters all over the world for 35 years. Somehow, midnight audiences found something special about the film to embrace it, and for at least 3 hours out of the week, let all inhibitions go and be totally crazy before going back to their usual, normal 9-to-5 lifestyles. But what was it?
The film itself, when looked at critically, is really a mess. A simple story about two clean-cut American kids who run into a little car trouble and go to the nearby castle to try to call for some help. They are then exposed to a totally different type of world with mad scientists, sexual encounters, and of course a floor show, while finding out that their host is actually a space alien. Did he want to take over the world like so many other space aliens do? We don't know. But we do know that his butler doesn't really like him. However, this film's music is so catchy and production design is so wonderful that one can look past the sketchy plot. Except for one thing. This.
I would like, if I may, to take you on a strange journey.
Were the filmmakers trying to pad out the screen time to make sure that this film would pass the 70-minute mark?
Roger Ebert wrote during the film's first run that the Rocky Horror Picture Show would be more fun if it weren't a picture show. It belongs on the stage, he writes, with the performers and the audience joining in a collective send-up. This is why I like Roger Ebert's view on films, because he just gets it right. Audiences actually did begin to join in with Rocky Horror's send-up of science fiction by creating the midnight experience that is going to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Audiences act out what's going on stage, they yell out lines at the screen, throw toilet paper and rice during the appropriate times, and make Rocky Horror fun and an experience that you just can't get watching it at home.
Which is probably why it took 15 years for the film to be released on home video.
When Rocky Horror was first released, it was just so excellently packaged. Just a black case with those iconic red lips, and on the back just a castle. No pictures of what is going on inside that red and black colored cassette. It was mysterious and alluring, and as soon as you press play, you were taken on an experience that you would never forget because you wanted to see it again and again. Priced at $80, Rocky Horror wasn't cheap when it was first released, but people bought it anyway because 1, it helped shadowcast practice for the next Saturday night, and 2, you could now watch 7 nights in a row.
I know people who do this. Really.
In 1995, Fox released a wonderful Laserdisc package for the 20th anniversary. A THX mastered widescreen edition with 2 deleted musical numbers, outtakes, a 45-minute documentary about the making of and the midnight experience, and an audience participation track. Plus, it had a 24-karat gold CD of the soundtrack and a book by fan club president Sal Piro called Creatures of the Night 2.
I'm missing the book from the edition because I probably looked through it so many times that it probably finally fell apart because it was an amazing book. Especially when I saw the pictures of my first Rocky Horror cast in it. But more on that later.
At the dawn of the new millennium came a new digital format, DVD, and a new anniversary. This time Rocky turned 25 and Fox released it as a 2-disc DVD set with a new anamorphic transfer of the film, a commentary track from Richard O'Brien and Patricia Quinn, and all the features from the old Laserdisc set. It was a great set, if and only because of the new transfer. Finally, I saw Rocky Horror crystal clear without cross-talk from the old Laserdisc, and it had the original mono soundtrack, which is the soundtrack that I remember from hearing it every Saturday night, week after week.
But now it's the 35th anniversary of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And we have a brand new format, Blu Ray High Definition. Which means that we now have another edition of Rocky Horror. Another time that we are going to give Fox Video another $20 for another copy of Rocky Horror. And you know what? I say do it.
First, Rocky Horror went through a brand new 4K resolution remaster from the original negative, which means that you're going to see details that you haven't even seen on screen. You get an interactive midnight experience where you hear audience participation track from the 1980s, a pop-up trivia track, a prop box where you interactively throw things at the screen so you don't get rice or water on your high-definition television. Plus, you have a new picture-in-picture feature where an actual shadow cast performs what's going on screen in front of you.
And the best thing about this shadow cast? I know half the people in it.
For the past 15 years, I've been a part of the Rocky Horror community, starting in Montclair, California with the Denton Delinquents, then Claremont, California with Creatures of the Night, Santa Ana with Human Race, then Pasadena with Dark Refrain, working with so many wonderful people. This new Blu-ray cast called North Denton Aristocrats features Casey Kimball, who is probably the best Rocky in the business and a super great guy, Jamie Framing as Janet, the great Jesse Merlin as the criminologist, Max Mayhem as Riff Raff, and Lawrence Surani as a Transylvanian. Plus other great guys from the Rocky Horror community whom I don't know personally, but will all do great jobs when you click on this feature.
So, guys and gals, get that firmware update for your Blu-ray players and buy this disc when it comes out on October 19th. Not only are you helping out Rocky Horror survive with another incarnation on home video, but you're also going to see a lot of very talented people in action doing exactly what Roger Ebert foreseen way back in 1975. The audience interacting with the feature film. I'm Zack Scott, and I'll see you on the next Laserdisc Memories.
Hey, I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania.